Now that actually brings us to another housing guest pathing project. I will get to animation, but I don't want to go hell for leather into animation because that can make people's eyes glass over.
Darling, you do you. I'm here just with the camera, We are following you and your story in ESO housing, and we have already learned that it's not all about animation for you, and it started out with a purely utilitarian approach, and then it spiraled and it turned into something beautiful, something that everybody can learn from. And here we are following you around to learn your story, to learn how you did things, and if there is, for instance, a creative process you might have. And, that is something really important to learn. And our dear, lovely Gadolyah has disappeared.
Come find me. No, I'm in my sleep creek.
I shall find you.
So, some months ago, there was a screenshot competition. And I cannot remember what the title of the screenshot competition is, but it spawned this house. So this, believe it or not, is Sleek Creek.
It is Sleek Creek, everyone. We have arrived.
And I believe my first attempt at total reskin.
Your first attempt at total reskin. Yeah, this is something. That is something that I find really interesting. How different designers go about that, and why. So, why was it? Did you see the house and decided, yeah, but?
I mean, don't get me wrong. I love Sleek Creek. It's got an amazing story all of its own. But speaking of inspiration, a wonderful call out to Wednesday Morning, who showed us so many reskins.
Dramatic ones, yes.
Yes, and one of them being one of her Sleek Creeks. So I thought, I'll give it a go. I could do that. Gives a job. And so here we have this, which hopefully, I mean, apart from like the stairs, and you can see the roof if you look up, because Khajiit roofs don't reskin well, and they're lovely anyway. Here we have this. Now I'm wondering which way to go first. Oh, I said, yes, a screenshot. Let's show you the basis of the screenshot.
Yes, yes.
So if we follow Zareth up here.
We shall. This is I do love that you're shouting out to a couple of people here already, and I want to highlight just for a moment that the community is a community in every meaning of the word, and learning to learn from others and be nudged by others, and have others open your eyes to something in housing you didn't know. Maybe this wonderful spotlight can do the same for someone else. I do remember this one.
So the title of this is Ember, Mother of Dragons. So I don't often do things with themes of books or movies because they're their very own art. But I've got all these swords, so um,
What to do
and
with
some
them?
magnets. Yes. So a little bit of a throne with swords on it,
Fantastic.
and at some point, Amber will turn up and pose for us.
She will. She most certainly will. I'm glad, Oridan Cake. It has been already wonderful to lurk and listen and nibble on snacks. I'm really happy for you. So glad. Maybe you've also learned something in our little starter when we were animating a tree and making it spin with Gordon's help here. Oh,
Um,
yeah. And of course, you've got a lot of those swords, everybody. Can you see? Wonderful layering here, too. What a throne. I think this one is even better than the show, has it?
you didn't sit in it.
Because you can sit in it. Yes, you can sit in it. You must look, everyone. Look. What do you guys think? Would you take a seat there? So
There's nothing
really,
going to poke you there. So.
no, you get to boop a few snoots there though. There are lovely little wonderful fluttering friends around.
Oh yes, sorry. Typical Gordon, the pathing for the NPCs is long. I think I will use pretty much all of the 30 nodes if I can, and delay them and sit them in places, and, because a little bit of storytelling.
A little bit of storytelling and a little bit more natural movement. I understand that because I'm sure you can achieve certain stories or certain expressions you want to make with less uh, notes. But if you have them, why not use them? Hmm?
Yes, but of course. Um,
This is so Oridan Cake. The community is amazing and always helpful in every sense. This is so, yes. Um,
Actually, while we're waiting for Amber, you could spin 180 degrees.
Now
And have a
I'm
look
spinning.
at.
Earlier we've spun trees. Now Ria's spinning just slightly. Look, everyone, look.
I think this is the same shape as probably the first of my. What do you do with all these damn swords in a cobble?
Just cobble, yes, cobble. Find, just decide what to do with them. So I really love that. I love those vines here. They're amazing. Yeah, it's so much fun. What to do?
I'm hearing a housing dev going, "You asked for weapons, we gave you weapons." It's like, uh-huh.
Sure, sure. Yes, yes.
Oh, and that's Ember walking away. Okay, fine.
She will return. She will return. This is all right. So I really love that you're saying that you've been inspired here in this particular build, um, in a way by Wednesday Morning, who is most certainly a known name within the community. I'm sure all of you have seen a couple of designs, and they are often mind blowing. And I think when I was showing the vampiric showcase of the House Folio, I felt like Wednesday was easing me in slowly, into into the vampire theme. It got
Oh,
increasingly more haunting and increasingly more like, okay, I'm all alone here. I need a friend, everyone. It was really dramatic and amazingly done. She really is an inspiration, and I love that she has been one for you here to maneuver around and reskin a Sleek Creek house. And I'm sure
yeah.
the others know that it can be quite difficult to reskin something and in its entirety too, or choosing just to let a few features of the house peek through as maybe a chapeau to it, or maybe because it fits really nicely with what you're reskinning them into.
Mm.
I really appreciate that. And then you were referring to screenshot, and Amber has walked away from it already, but we shall see her soon again. There, everyone. Um, it's quite interesting what to do with all the swords.
Okay.
How to design a table.
Yeah. Again with the shapes. There isn't a table there.
Yes,
Um,
yes.
what we find in housing is that sometimes it's not about, oh, this is a thing. It's about, I can make this illusion.
Hmm.
I mean, this is the simplest of illusions. This table, I mean, designers will know it's a carpet. What have I done here? Right. Huh. All of a sudden, this carpet has collision. That's nice. Ooh, very good. Um, quite often, when I want extended round tables, I'll put a carpet in there, and of course, there's no collision, so people can walk straight. Oh, well, there you go. That's very
I
mild.
think people are seeing it on screen too. That's
Yeah.
interesting that you had collision there from on top. That's interesting.
Yeah, that is. Oop, hey,
That's very odd. How do you have collision there?
there must be something that I've got underneath that I'm standing on because it can't be the carpet.
No, it can't be the carpet. Dancing on the table here,
Oop,
everybody
there you go.
with Gordon.
Or sometimes dancing in the table. Yeah.
Oh,
Uh,
yes, why not? Dancing in the table is also a nice thing I've learned. And you can have a soiree here too, a wonderful party. Everything is prepared for that. Potting plants, very nice job.
um, and there you have it. A little bit of housing 101. Sometimes the house will dictate what happens. So um, that pot will have grown out of the necessity because something's poking through from underneath, and I had to make sense of it.
Very good, everyone. Yes, yes, sometimes a little tree will pokety poke up and you will have to do something with it. Ah, very good. How lovely. Mm. So really love that you're adding so much of those wonderful tapestries. I'm sure some of the people who know your Craftaholics Guild Hall will have seen the gloriousness of all the tapestries and the way in which you're using them. This is fantastic.
Yes, this marks somebody who spends a lot of time playing cards. Um, oh, hello, Ember.
There we
How are you
have
doing?
our dear Ember. I saw her and decided I need to get into position for her. So you can see that Our dear Amber here is the mother of dragons in this particular little scene that our dear Gordon here has designed. Do you remember which community the contest was?
I think Aetherius.
Oh, really? Serious? Look at that. Did you all know Aetherius is turning 8 years old this
Wow.
year? There's a contest.
There's always a contest.
To
Don't be so surprised.
celebrate.
There is.
8 years. Quite amazing.
So Aetherius and DDA are about the same age.
They are, yes. I realized it. Everybody get ready. Amber.
Here we go.
There she is. Aww. Oh, this is the sweetest. She poses so well for us.
And they now the dragons make sense.
Now the dragons make sense. The little ones. Oh, this is the sweetest thing. She also looks very happy with how things are going for her here.
Oh yes. If we're lucky, she might do her lightning thing. That I think in the screenshot, I waited until the lightning.
Right.
Happened.
So really nice positioning with the little dragon fluttering over her shoulder. There we are. There we are, everyone.
Oh, okay. So that was the Mother of Dragons, and I mentioned Wednesday, and with her in mind, let's just slip down to the crypts before we come back up.
The crypts, everyone. I'm sure all of you know that Wednesday does have a certain liking for a certain theme, shall we say.
Yeah, for such a sweetheart, she has a very, very dark building style at times. I may have let something slip there. Yeah, you might want. Oh, well, yes, you do first person anyway. So there we go.
Yes, of course. Until you tell me different, I shall be in first person because nobody wants to see this Tusky Osma lady here. Instead, we want to see you and all the lovely designs. The elegance with which you have decided to help the sleek creek transform. Are you guys following me into the crypts, into the slightly darker part? Lovely lighting here. I think I've said this a couple of times when I was here before. Nice door.
So as I said, sometimes books are just books, but I mean, look at this book. This book is amazing.
It is so. It is really amazing.
But as per Gordon, bright lights. Oops.
Very bright light. Yes.
There we go. In one of the iterations of this place, I built a cave specifically for this enchanting station. I really do not like this enchanting station. I just don't like it. But
right.
It is it does fit in certain places.
Oh. This is so.
And a dark cave with all the creepiness. This enchanting station works beautifully.
This is most definitely so. Oh, howdy there, and welcome. We appear to have been raided. Thank you so much. Manukatu Fanu, I hope I'm not butchering your name. Welcome, and welcome everybody else you brought along. Thank you so much for joining us on this lovely animation adventure and more, because there's always more on a spotlight with a lovely designer here. My guest is tonight lovely Gadolyah, who's taught us
Hello.
how to animate. Yes, say hello to everybody.
Now, I'm looking at the makeup of that name. Is that Manuka? Should I be saying Kiora?
Mayhaps. Mayhaps.
Um, so,
Glorious. I also want to
oh,
highlight one more thing here while we are here. I hope everybody sees Cold Harbor here, right? You do see a little bit of Cold Harbor, and
the stone.
yes, the stone. Um, Light it, everybody. Try lighting Cold Harbor a little bit, and you'll be surprised how much color is in it. It's not all black or dark. There's always a little light in it. There's always a little spark you can see.
Yes. I don't know if you saw the amber actually came through these doors.
I don't think I saw that just now. We shall
No,
we shall wait for her then.
oh no, I'm not going to make you wait for that. The whole cycle is quite long. But if we pop back up, we can see the inside of the Sleek Creek house and talk a little bit about pathing between the notional outside parts of a house and the inside parts.
For sure. And I do remember that I think we've been here with Wednesday and talked with her
Yes.
about it. And there is something, it was very funny and lovely to have a conversation with the two of you about it. All of you, you must all come here and see yourself. So do not hesitate and come visit. Make sure you do visit. Oh, this is also such a lovely house because you do have a couple of opportunities here.
I'm wondering where you're going with that.
Well, doors
Doors.
and
Aha.
oh,
So things to know about outsides and insides.
yes.
The inside of any one housing plot is actually positioned below ground.
Ah,
So when you go through a door, you are going down several meters.
ah,
So when you want to path a house guest between them, you have to take that into an account. So we might be lucky enough to have one or both of the Khajiit come through.
so now we are
Into the
dropping
inside.
below, everyone, as you just heard. Oh, the window. The window is doing things. Can you see?
I love the way the light plays through those windows.
It is fantastic. So lovely, wonderful couch here, everyone. So custom
Uh,
build.
so yes, this is a imperial beds that you get if you pick them from when you're leveling characters up. I mean, they're okay by themselves, but as you can see, they do make into quite a nice corner couch.
They do. They most certainly do. This, yeah. Why not create your own couches? I have seen a couple of designers go to great lengths designing them. Like some of them have used a bunch of cushions. Like, but when I say a bunch of cushions, I really mean a lot of them, or multiple couches and settees and beds, and it's just amazing what you guys come up with. Um, and yeah, I remember the two of us um, staring at this door together with Wednesday.
For like half an hour or so,
I
waiting
think
for a
so.
drink.
Yes, yes. Because as you were just explaining, um, we have just dropped down because, as you were saying, the interior of a house that is inside a house is below, set below, not where you would think it is. And when you're saying you have to take into account that when you're pathing them through, because everybody, I hope you heard, yes, you can path companions, house guests, etc. through those doors. And maybe Gordon can tell us how to do that.
Aha, okay. So when you want to transition from inside to outside or vice versa, you'll need to pile up a bunch of nodes on one side of the door or the other, and then um, retrieve them and place them. It doesn't all happen in one fell swoop. Does that make sense, Ree?
It does make sense to me. Yes, yes. Does that make
Okay,
sense to
so
all of you? Maybe they have questions too. Mm, that's interesting. So
so
you would pile up the notes you want to go through into the interior in the house, if I'm getting this correctly. And then you would retrieve them one by one, if I'm understanding correctly,
yes,
to
and then
continue
place
on.
them strategically. Yes.
Ah,
Um, so you have to figure out just how far down your uh, house is, and I say it is several meters, and um, so I would at least place one, well, at least place two nodes on the other side of the door. In quotes, you can. I'm actually drawing quotes with my fingers. Can you all see? Anyway, and pull them to you, and then place one of the nodes outside the door, so that your guest or your animal is traveling down and then to the
ah,
level of where you are, and then you can pull them through the door and
ah.
carry on.
Very, very
Uh,
important information to have a note in front of the door before the door so that they are there before that, before they move through. Otherwise, it would probably look like they move through the wall above the door.
yes, you sort of get this like this the person floating through the wall on a diagonal, and I mean if that's what you're going for in terms of ooh ghosts floating through doors, then excellent. But if you want to make it like they are somewhat corporeal, I mean we all know that house guests are semi-corporeal, um, then yes, they need to start at the correct level.
Right, right. That is quite interesting and involves a little bit of fiddliness, I think,
Hmm.
and testing and learning where it is and maneuvering around. So, how long would you say did that take you to understand and learn?
Um, Now, remembering that I am a programmer, so odd things like that can just kind of occur to me. There we go. There's Ember just walked through the door.
Smooth and easy as if nothing were the matter? I hope all of you saw her maneuvering through.
So relative positions, I figured that out. What took most of the time was the editing suite of how do you move nodes around. It is a little bit quirky. For a little while, you could do it with EHT, but honestly, the precision editor is it suffices. It will do fine.
No need for EHT there, everybody. You can just use the precision editor. You heard it here.
Mhm.
Oh, very good. And she left again.
And she left. So, in terms of a showcase of a piece of furniture, if you haven't got it yet, this workbench, this is the woodworking bench, just half of it, from High Isle. It's an antiquity.
Yeah. That's amazing.
And it is a beautiful piece of furniture.
Yeah, I think they have done a really good job with those. The detail on them. Yeah, glorious.
And as I say, this is just half of it. And possibly the first one of these antiquities that I had the fortitude to get multiples of and, hide half of it and use it as a desk.
And why not?
Well,
creates.
they are just beautiful pieces by themselves, but sometimes you need to work them into a house.
Yeah, and particularly if you're telling us a story here, and it's also, the detail that the desk has or the workbench has. It is versatile in the sense of how you can utilize it and how you can turn it and see which part of it to utilize. And a number of people have done this, which is magnificent. And another point to make when it comes to furnishings, don't just forget and divorce yourself from the idea that a thing is called something, but keep turning them around. Inspect all the features of every single item, because sometimes, just sometimes, you'll see a part of it that will work for that one build that you're trying to figure out, or maybe you're trying to look for a very specific shape or a specific color, and there you go. And it can surprise you just how lovely the design on a backside is, for instance, or just how lovely it can smooch into something like this here and function as a wonderful desk where you can sit and
Yes, if you do position yourself that there is an Elodie rule. Elodie is a lovely designer. If there is a chair, you shall be able to sit on it. Don't annoy her by not being able to interact with a chair. Oh, look, on your screen, I'm just perching on that. Okay.
Yes, you are. I mean, this is a very elegant perching. Oh, but sitting nicely, carefully even.
Sorry, the other point of this. Oh, I got into writing desks.
Writing desks, everyone. Oh, yeah.
So, in our own world, the art of making a writing desk in the 1800s, some absolutely beautiful pieces of furniture. So, yeah, this from somebody who thought that they would never pay attention to the beauty of a piece of furnishing, just wanted the functionality, and it's like, yeah, that didn't last too long.
How long did it last? There's Zareth, by the way.
Yeah, there is there. Maybe a month. Uh,
Maybe a month. Okay, so you heard it here, everybody. First, I need some utility in the house because I want to craft, and people, they were distracting and all out in the world. So, and then a month goes by, and all of a sudden,
this looks pretty.
this
I
looks
could put this
pretty.
here.
This looks pretty. I love this. So really love the little details here. I hope you can all see there's a little inkwell there, just adding and layering onto wonderful pieces so that it becomes unique. And most certainly, you can see semblances here of those in our world. And designing a writing desk like this with fairly square, or shall we say rectangular furnishings sometimes can be really fiddly. I think I talked with Pack about shelves and
Mhm.
library shelves in that were arranged in a semicircle.
Right. Yes. We don't have semicircle shelves, but you can make them. I mean, in fact, straight edges do make good curves if you have the patience and fortitude to use as many slots as you need to make it happen.
This is so. This is so. This is what Pack also discovered in his Eleanor Crest townhouse, I think it was. But yeah, it can also be really fiddly if you're the precise type and want to make it really smooth, right? And you want to get a rather smooth curve. This is also quite a challenge to create something semicircle or even circle where there's no circle, which kind of brings me to uh, saying, well, DJ Friede finds curves where there are no curves in certain furnishings and designs, very interesting architectural pieces that just take furnishings and housing to another level. I really appreciate that you were playing around with desks and learning all about them here
Mhm.
in this wonderful little lovely sleek creek. Everyone, if you want to visit all the houses that Gordon is showing us here, do not hesitate. Come visit. We are currently on EU, and I think Gadolyah's houses are on home tour. Are they on home tour?
A bunch of them are, I believe.
A bunch of them are.
Um,
Fantastic.
yes. And when I say a bunch, I don't have that many in Europe. Um,
Well,
Now I'm
you
going.
you do have a couple.
I have a few.